So hello guys, welcome to another lecture. In this lecture we will see symmetries in Fourier series. Symmetries in Fourier series. So following are the symmetries of Fourier series. First one is even symmetry. So for a arbitrary periodic signal xt to be even symmetric, we know x of minus t should be equal to x of t. Now for this even symmetric, what is magnitude and phase criteria we have to see. So magnitude criteria is for a pure even symmetric signal, the DC value may or may not be equal to 0. DC value may or may not be equal to 0. And phase criteria is for a pure even symmetric signal, only DC and cosine term can exist. So the phase angle of each frequency point must be either 0 or plus minus phi. So phase angle of AK should be either 0 or plus minus phi. So 0 degree means cosine term cos omega naught t, plus minus phi means cos omega naught t plus minus phi. This became minus cos omega naught t. So we can see only DC and cosine term can exist. Second one is odd symmetry. So we know for an odd symmetric signal, x of minus t is minus of x of t. So its magnitude and phase criteria we have to check. So a magnitude criteria is for a pure odd symmetric signal, the DC component must always be 0. Means A naught should be 0 always. And phase criteria is since for a pure odd symmetric signal, only sine term can exist, sinusoidal term can exist. So the phase symmetric signal, each frequency point should have a phase shift of plus minus pi by 2. So phase of AK should be plus minus pi by 2. Means cos omega naught t plus pi by 2, which will be minus sin omega naught t, and minus pi by 2 will be cos omega naught t, minus pi by 2 will be sin omega naught t. So third one is half wave symmetry. So half wave symmetry means x of t plus minus t by 2 should be equal to minus of x of t. If this condition is satisfied, it means xt has half wave symmetry. So magnitude criteria is for a pure half wave symmetric signal, the DC and all the even harmonic must be 0. So for pure half wave symmetric signal, only odd harmonics can exist. DC and even harmonics are 0, only odd harmonics can exist. So as in odd harmonic we can have sinusoidal and cosine signal both. So there is no phase criteria for half wave symmetric signal. For half wave symmetry only magnitude criteria exist, that is DC and even harmonic should be 0 and only odd harmonic can exist. Another symmetry is even plus half wave symmetry. So xt is even means x of minus t is xt, and half wave symmetry means xt plus minus t by 2 is minus of x of t. So as this is half wave symmetric, so DC term should be 0, so A0 will be 0, AK will be 0 for K even, means even harmonics will be 0, because in half wave symmetry only odd harmonics can exist. So A0 will be 0, DC term will be 0, even harmonic will be 0, and phase criteria because of even symmetry is phase of AK will be plus minus pi, 0 or plus minus pi. So from these three criteria we can conclude that for a even plus half wave symmetry signal only odd harmonic cosine term can exist. So for this even plus half wave symmetric signal only odd harmonic cosine term can exist. Next is odd plus half wave symmetry. So as xt is odd, so x of minus t will be minus of x of t, and x of t plus minus t by 2 will be minus of x of t. So magnitude criteria we will take from half wave symmetry. A0 will be 0, DC term will be 0, AK will be 0 for K even harmonics will be 0, and phase criteria we will take from odd symmetry, that phase of AK will be plus minus pi by 2. So from these three conditions we can conclude that for odd plus half wave symmetric signal only odd harmonic sinusoidal term can exist. So in this case only odd harmonic sine term can exist. Now Let us see one question based on these properties. Consider a periodic signal xt whose magnitude and phase spectrum are given, and some questions are asked based on that magnitude and phase spectrum. So the question is, consider a periodic signal xt whose magnitude and phase spectrum are given, and then there are 3-4 parts of question which are asked. So what is magnitude spectrum of x of t? That is, magnitude of ak is at k0 this is 2, k4 this is 3, and at 12 it is 4, and at 20 it is 2. Again in -4, -12, -20, at -4 it is 3, at -12 it is 4, and at -20 it is 2. So this is magnitude spectrum, and phase spectrum is given as follows. At 0 it is 0, at 4 it is pi, this is phase of AK, at 12 it is 0, and at 20 it is minus pi. At 4 it will be minus pi, it is given as minus pi at -4, and again at -12 it is 0, and at -20 it is pi. So this is the given question, and it is asked in this question, they have asked determine fundamental frequency of signal in radian per second. Determine fundamental frequency of signal in radian per second. So we know fundamental frequency can be given as greatest common divisor of individual frequencies. That will be greatest common divisor of this frequency in question is given in hertz. So greatest common divisor of 4, 12 and 20, 4, 12 and 20, that will be 4 only, 4 hertz. So in radian per second means omega naught will be 2 pi f naught, that will be 8 pi radian per second. In second part they have asked which symmetry does this signal possess. Which symmetry does this signal possess? So we can see in this question, as the DC term is not 0, so we can say the signal is having even symmetry. So signal is having even symmetry. If DC term is not 0, then it may have even plus half wave also, but here we are seeing that phase criteria also, phase is either 0 or it is plus minus pi. This is here phase is 0, here it is pi, minus pi, minus pi. So it is exactly satisfying the criteria that DC term is not 0 and phase is 0 or plus minus pi. While the third case, they have asked determine total average power of signal. Determine total average power of signal. So from Parseval's theorem, we know total average power of any signal can be given as k minus infinity to infinity mod ak square. So this will be 4 plus 18 plus 32 plus 8, it became 62 watt. Okay, here we know magnitude of AK is 3, so mod AK square is 9, 9 2 times 18, 4, magnitude of 4 square is 16, 16 2 times 32, 2, 2 to the 4, 4 2 times 8, and then magnitude square of 2, that will be 4. So in fourth part, they have asked determine RMS value of signal. Determine RMS value of signal. So we know that RMS value is under root of power. So RMS value will be under root of power, that will be under root of 62.